Okay.
Go?
Yeah.
Alright. So we have an outside corner here, and this is how they do them. They set up these blocks, and then they put a wooden rule to the right distance off the wall. I can show basically nothing too complicated here. They set up some blocks like this, and they set up another piece of wood. They get everything straight and level in all the different directions, and then they run their plaster to that. They try to fill just mostly here at the edge, maybe a few millimeters, and then let it kind of go back, because afterward you can take a rasp or birch-a-lay and cut this back. They just cut it back by hand because they got a straight line. So they just want something here, so when they bring the other piece, they're just going to use the plaster itself as a ground and bring it up. And they say that you don't have much issues. You can take a little sanding to the corner or something, but with keeping that corner breaking up, it gets pretty rigid after it's been there for a few days. That's how they do these corners. Now, we were talking about the fact that you could actually cut your wood ground, you know, take a little more time and cut that at an angle, and they just looked at us like we're crazy, but I think we could have improved some efficiencies, but that's how it's done. You look down, and that's really, in my opinion, that's a very nice straight corner. And then, moving on to the wall, there's some discussions about finishing. What they've done here is that they cut everything with the birch-a-lay, and then they came back with trowels and just did it perfectly smooth. Issue with that, Mark says possible, is if you have little defects in the work and water penetrates that, what happens, the surface gets really hard because it's been closed down, but it's softer behind. So as the water penetrates that and keeps attacking that, there can be blowouts. So he doesn't suggest that as an exterior finish. Another option is to cut it with the birch-a-lay and then sand it, and that's probably safer. So we're going to use some techniques, because what happens if you cut it, smooth it, then sand it, well, then you have a possibility that you have filling places with just plaster, not aggregate, and you can create some ugly like stains. All right, they're ready to eat, so we're gone.